Hi, friend.
Hey,
Thanks for coming in.
That's all right.
We enjoyed looking at your portfolio and all the stuff that you've provided for us, and we thought it was really good, the stuff you had in there. But we want now, just to finish off the session, to ask you some verbal questions about the work that you're studying and about the course in general. Now, we gave these questions to you an hour ago, and you had a chance to have a look through them.
Yeah.
Okay, do all the words in them sort of make sense to you?
Yeah, they did.
You don't want to ask any questions about any of
No,
them?
I think they're right. Yeah.
All right, well, let's crack on then.
All right.
All right, fantastic. I wonder if you could describe for me the strategies that you use to ensure that you apply ergonomic principles to your work environment.
Yeah. So I always adjust my hair. Chair
Right,
height.
support it.
My chair height, and ensure my computer's at the right height so that I'm nice and comfortable in my position. I also like to use the stand-up desk sometimes when I need to get off my bum and use that.
Oh, okay.
And also when I'm doing manual handling, like picking up boxes of brochures and stuff like that, I always make sure that I'm bending at the knees and
All right.
lifting like
It's
that.
good.
Yeah.
Outline the types of software and other resources that you and your organisation use when you're producing your electronic presentations.
Yeah. So we mainly use PowerPoint with work, but we have also been using some online resources like Prezi of late, and they've been working well.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you describe for me any specific organisational policies, procedures or processes required by the place where you work that you have to refer to when you're making visual presentations?
Yeah, so with our PowerPoint we have templates set out which have our logos on it, so we make sure that we're using those throughout. Also ensuring that whenever I use like an image from Google or anywhere, I make a note of where it's come from and check the copyright of that. And just using the licensed software of PowerPoint mainly and Prezi sometimes. So yeah.
Fantastic. Excellent. Could you describe for me how you prepare visual presentations to meet the specific needs of a presenter or an audience?
Yeah, so obviously the presentations that I create are often for me or my colleagues, so I work closely with them and ask for what their needs are, and then adjust to that. But also like to keep the balance of visuals and text in mind, and believe that that's really important. So depending on who my audience is, if it's a younger audience, maybe more visual simulation. If it's an older audience, then I'll use more of a textual information, but also about the colours and stuff as well
Fantastic.
to meet their needs. Yes.
Sounds great. Can you provide 2 examples of how you've selected particular designs or layouts or applications to meet the needs of a specific audience?
Yeah, so like I said before, I made a presentation to a teaching organisation, a training assessing organisation, so it was a bit more text on that than there was in when I was making a presentation for like a Year 4 class. There's lots of visual aids on that instead.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So one was to teachers and one was to students? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. What are some of the principles that you use to ensure you balance the visual effects by making sure that you're still sending a clear message?
I always think about the font and the colour and the size of the font. So obviously it probably isn't a good idea to put white font on white background.
Right.
So I need contrasting colours there. And the size as well. If it's too small, then I also think about where the presentation is going to happen and about how big the room is. Can the people at the back of the room see the font at the front, kind of on the screen?
Sounds good. Fantastic. Well, look, we're more than halfway through. You'd be glad to
Oh,
know,
that's good.
Flynn. So we'll just go on to the next questions. What would you do if you were unsure about how to use some of the functions in presentation software?
Yeah, so I know that there's lots of help functions on the software itself. So I'd go there, see if that would help. If not, then probably go to Google or use the internet and see if that can help me out. And if I'm still struggling, then I ask my colleagues for help. But I think try and solve it myself first.
Okay, fantastic. Can you describe the processes you use to ensure the finished product is ready for use and stored appropriately?
Yeah, so I always make sure that it's all checked, spelt check, and the grammar is all correct. And I always get someone else to look over it just so that they've got a fresh eyes to see that.
Yeah.
And then in storing, I make it save to our drive at work so that everyone has access to that.
So the company has a hard drive where you store stuff? Fantastic. Good. If you run into trouble producing a PowerPoint, what kind of avenues of help do you like to access? What's the easiest way for you to...
Yeah, I suppose it depends what the issue is. If it is a technical issue, then I might seek help by the software information or on the internet. If it's more of a presentation and not sure how to tailor it to the clientele, then I'd probably seek advice from colleagues.
That's fantastic.
Or
Yeah,
like,
sure. Sounds good. This is the last question coming up now, Flynn. The third-party report says that you meet timelines most of the time. What are the kinds of things that stop you from meeting timelines, and how do you think you could compensate for those or work around those to make your timeline tighter?
Yes. That's a hard question to answer. Well, I guess sometimes I feel as if maybe I get caught up in the visual effects of things, so or searching for the right image. But I think creating a bank of images that I can just draw upon would be a good start.
Sure. Sounds like it.
And just kind of, if I don't get stuff done at work that I needed to get done at work, I might need to start taking stuff home and just to meet those deadlines a bit quicker.
Okay. Fantastic. Great. Look, that's the end of the questions.
Awesome.
Do you have any questions about the process or anything you'd like to ask me before we finish?
No, I suppose you've got the rest of my other assessments, so
Yep.
yeah.
do.
When
So-
do I get to know if I pass or not?
We'll have another look and have
Yeah.
a meeting together, all the assessors, and then
Yeah.
probably within 2 or 3 days, we'll be able to have a meeting with you and let
Yeah.
you know how you've gone.
Yeah, awesome. All right, thank you
Fantastic.
so much.
Thanks a lot, Flynn.